In the ever-expanding fleet of Star Citizen, few ships draw a line in the sand quite like the Anvil Asgard, one of the latest straight-to-flyable additions. At first glance, it's a twist on a classic, the beloved Valkyrie. But does it truly stand on its own? Or is it just a remastered greatest hit with a fresh coat of paint and a shiny new price tag? Let's break it down and find out if the Asgard's worth your time and your credits, or if it's simply a false road to Valhalla. First up, what is the Asgard? Well, at its core, it's a remix of the Valkyrie, Star Citizen's quintessential dropship. It shares an almost identical silhouette and interior layout, with just a few key changes that shift both its form and function. The Valkyrie itself carves out a clear role as a frontline assault dropship. Its interior is built to carry a full strike team alongside a few light vehicles, perfect for hitting multiple angles in a coordinated assault. Twin side doors open to deploy troops, each with a mounted Gatling for suppressive fire. Combined with 2 manned turrets and 2 remote ones offering full ground and air coverage, the Valkyrie is well equipped to clear an LZ and get your squad in safely. The Asgard, however, trades all of that turret coverage for direct pilot firepower. The top turret is replaced with a missile rack. The size 4 remote wing turrets? Gone, replaced by fixed size 3 guns, all slaved to the pilot. The result is a very different combat profile. It also ditches the Valkyrie's jump seats in favor of expanded vehicle space, enough to carry any ground vehicle currently in the game, including the Nova tank or a ballista. It's the smallest ship that can do that, which is impressive, but cutting out those extra turrets means you lose a significant chunk of defensive coverage, leaving the Asgard more exposed, especially from above and behind. And while the Asgard boasts 6 size 3 weapons and a missile rack, ironically, the Valkyrie technically does have more pilot firepower, when you factor in that those remote size 4s can be slaved to the pilot if not manned. Then there's the question of design coherence. The side doors and their mounted Gatlings are still present, but with the troop base stripped out, who exactly are those guns supporting? They look cool as hell, but they now serve very little functional purpose. So, how does the Asgard stack up directly against the Valkyrie? Honestly, it's a bit of a toss-up. The Asgard's ability to carry large vehicles, including a Nova tank, is awesome. And despite having the same overall footprint, it doubles the Valkyrie's cargo capacity, clocking in at 180 SCU versus the Valkyrie's 90. Neither can haul cargo and vehicles at the same time, but still, on paper, the Asgard definitely wins in raw utility. It's also slightly cheaper, sitting at $350 compared to the Valkyrie's $375. But here's the thing. Even though the Asgard looks cleaner and more polished, thanks to being a brand new asset, it feels a lot less cohesive as a ship, at least to me. Some of the biggest design issues stem from how closely it mirrors the Valkyrie, while stripping out key elements. The removal of the jump seats, for example, leaves the side doors and their Gatlings feeling oddly out of place, like they're leftovers from a role the ship no longer plays. So, between the two, it's genuinely hard to call a clear winner. Which is why I think it's worth looking at a few other ships in the same ballpark, either in role or price, to see just how the Asgard stacks up. First, let's talk about another new kid on the block, the Starlancer TAC. It's another dropship, complete with jump seats like the Valkyrie, 96 SCU of storage, and room for an assault vehicle, like the Storm. It also throws in an onboard med bay, a snub fighter hangar, twin size 3 shields, and a terrifying number of turrets covering nearly every angle. Sure, it is a much, much bigger ship, and it can't quite handle a Nova, but in terms of power and flexibility, the TAC leaves the Asgard in the dust. And at $375, it's right in the same price tier. So if you truly want that dropship experience, but you don't want to pigeonhole yourself into a one-trick pony, the TAC seems like a far more versatile option. Next up is the Hercules C2. This thing is an absolute behemoth. For $400, you get a cavernous 696 SCU of cargo space. Or if you prefer to roll heavy, it can carry 3 Nova tanks. Yeah, 3. It's the mobile garage of your armored dreams. Now, it's not perfect, the turret coverage in the rear isn't anything to write home about, but the pilot firepower is excellent, and it's a rock-solid choice for vehicle logistics. Sure, it's much larger than the Asgard, but for just $50 more, you get triple the vehicle capacity, and one of the best cargo haulers in the game when you're not hot-dropping tanks onto a battlefield. Speaking of cargo, while the Asgard gives you 180 SCU, the Constellation Taurus gives you almost the same capacity at 172 SCU. And it doesn't stop there. The Taurus has a tougher shield, better pilot weapons, stronger missiles, and a far lower price tag. It's just a smarter investment for most players. Which brings me back to the Asgard, and why I'm still scratching my head. Visually, it looks incredible. The model work, the lighting, the interior all feel modern and polished. And it delivers exactly what it promises on the tin, a compact platform for deploying big ground vehicles. Mission thoroughly accomplished on that front, but as a combat ship, it feels undercooked. The pilot guns are decent, but actually has less firepower than the Valkyrie. Its defensive coverage has glaring holes, and the hot drop doors feel more like leftovers from a different design. I'd have preferred manned turrets to actually support the vehicle you're dropping off. And unlike so many other ships in Star Citizen, the Asgard does not flex very well. It's not that versatile. It does one thing, and while it does that thing well, other ships like the C2 just do it better, and bring more tools to the table for a similar or slightly higher price. So, is the Asgard worth buying? Honestly, probably not. If you're a collector or a whale and just want something cool in your hangar, sure. But if you're trying to build a smart, efficient fleet, there are better, more capable options out there. Save your credits for something that excites you, and that can do more than just drop off a tank. What do you guys think about the Anvil Asgard? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe for more content. Thank you, and I'll see you all in the verse.